Okay, how to ride drop-offs in 60 seconds. Well, rule number one always applies. I keep going on about this, but keeping your head up and looking through the obstacle. So I'm coming in, I'm seeing the drop-off in front of me, but as I'm riding the drop, I'm now looking down the trail. I can still see this in my peripheral vision, but I'm looking at the trail. That's really important, especially here where I've got quite a rough technical landing. Now, technique on drop-off depends on your speed. What I'm trying to do is match the landing. So here I'm landing into a bit of a downslope, so I'm actually letting the front wheel drop a little bit, but matching the landing. If you land too back wheel down, I've actually seen people send their weight forward and go over the bars. So at slow speed, I'm gonna need a good manual to keep the front wheel up. Think about that pump and sliding the bike forward, arms are straight, heads up, that's keeping the front wheel up. With a bit more speed, I need less pump and I just slide the bike forward as I get there. So arms are straight again, heels down, I'm nice and safe behind the bike. If I hit it really quick, if I can, basically just hanging off the back of the bike should work. But really most of the time I'm trying to use that middle pace, get behind the bike, nice and crouched, so that then if I want to, I can then squat the bike down to the floor to make it extra smooth. Practice this on a curb, so you can go off nice and slow, land two wheels same time. That's all the skill you'll need. Hopefully then, you just use a bit more speed, so you don't need to rely on a perfectly timed pump to manual to keep the front wheel up. One final point that's really important is braking. It's really important that you commit to that drop off. The worst thing you can do is touch a brake. So once you're in, you're in. Look to your landing. Once you've landed, then think about braking should you need to. But make sure in this point you're committed, stay off the brakes. So there's a really quick look at how to deal with drop-offs. It comes down to those two fundamental skills of pumping. So click up here for how to pump like a pro, and then moving it on to manualing to keep that front wheel up. So click on how to manual in 60 seconds. And don't forget, if you don't want to miss any of the videos, you can always click on me to subscribe to GMBM.